validation. We we think that we must be validated by other people to live ourselves, our lives. We don't need to seek validation to we don't need to seek validation in order to fully embrace our truest essence, to live from our essence. We just have to be. We just gotta be ourselves. That's simple. I've been on this trap as well. I think everybody had. We always kind of want to share to people our goals, every step of the way. You're just starting something new, and we just want to tell people the things that we're doing. Who knows who is for us? Who knows? It's wise to keep things silent for a while. Most people don't want to. Most people don't want you to be successful before they, it's the simple. This is how it works. So instead of spending time with burdens like the parable says here, Master, he says, I feel burdened by the expectations of others, by the weight of my past, and by the fear where my steps may lead. The master taught him, asked him to carry a large rock, and he barely would walk. This large rock is a necessary. It's a necessary. Yeah. But he learned with the heavy rock. Through these bad experiences, we have the opportunity to learn. And I read a chapter. There's a book that I read, and I'm just reading some chapters these days. It doesn't mean not to ignore the burdens. Embrace it, accept it, look at them. If you resist, it persists. It's worse. So okay, it's burden. I accept the burden. It's a heavy feeling flowing throughout my body, but yes, it's not me. It's a burden feeling in my mind. I accept it. I embrace it. It turns lighter if we look at this way, but it's not ours. So what I'm trying to explain here is that there are many unnecessary burdens, but at the same time, It's not ours, but we don't have to ignore them. Accept you have it. Accept this burden. But once you accept it, this is the thing, this is the secret. Once you accept it, that it's a feeling going through your body, this is burden now, but it's a way to dissolve it. It's a way to connect with your highest being, highest self. Connect with your soul. This is living from your essence. It's like your conscious. You are your conscious, and you are aware of what is in front of you. Let me try to draw it for you the way that I see it. It's like this. I'm going to draw a person. The person is gonna mean the conscious, the consciousness. I mean, consciousness. Let me show you. The person itself, themselves, is a consciousness. The consciousness, okay? We are the consciousness. When I was reading that book, what I saw in my mind was like that. I'm gonna draw a lot of things that will represent bad feelings or negative thinking. Let's go. Bad thinking or negative thinking. Here is the consciousness, and here is the bad feelings. We tend to think that the feelings or the bad thinking is ourselves. We tend to think that it's ourselves, but we are separate from those sort of malleable physical things we call feelings or thinking, the negative thinking. But we are separate. We don't have to reject them. We don't have to resist it. We have to accept it. Accept it. Acceptance. Accept that we have it. Accept. Accept that we are having negative thinking or negative thoughts, negative energy, negative feelings. But we are not them. We tend to think that we are them. For example, let's draw here that the consciousness is the by itself would be your negative thinking, but it's not. We are separate from those things. And that person, that our consciousness, I'm gonna try to draw his hand pointing. Let me look at my own hand. The consciousness has the power to see and point out these malleable, I'm gonna call it like that, malleable negative thinkings, and they are flowing. They're going from one place to another. They're flowing. They're flowing. If you become aware, accept that you have it, and look at those things from the perspective that we are conscious, we are aware of those things, but we are seeing them like, okay, I accept it, but I am not these bad feelings. I, conscious consciousness, am not my feelings. I, consciousness, am not my negative thinking. The negative thinking exists, is flowing around. I accept it. I accept this burden, feelings throughout my stomach, my body. I accept it. I embrace it. Yes, I embrace it with my open my open arms. I accept it. So I'm trying to explain what I saw, the vision that I had while I was reading that book and reading this parable. So it's like that. I hope it makes sense. Maybe I will try to draw more of these things. I can write my thoughts on this. And all of us struggle with this. I'm trying to explain the first step to get rid of this burden of societal expectation, validation. We tend to ask validation or permission because maybe at the end of the day, we want to be accepted by the others. We want to be accepted by our parents. We want to be accepted by our friends. We want to be accepted by our partners. It's okay. We are sociable beings. It's okay to accept that we have this desire. This is the first beginning. This is the beginning to heal from the needing to accept society, the expectation from other people. But we are consciousness. The one person that must be validated is ourselves. We must be validated by ourselves. And you know what? At the very moment that we made something, this thing is validated by cosmos, by high divinity, by highest divinity, by God. So we don't need someone else's biased mind having to validate our values. We are already validated by God, by cosmos, by highest divinity. If we connect to our highest self, that's what happens. So thank you. That's the message, today's message. We can embrace our feelings, our bad feelings. We accept them with open arms. Then we become aware. We become aware of it. Okay, it's not easy. We struggle. Let's accept that. It's burden. It's burden. We don't need to carry the weight of society expectation. We just have to be. We just have to be. We just have to live from our essence. Go for a walk. Go to a different place. Stay with you. Disappear for a while. Stay with you. Connected. Connect to your higher self. If you enjoy, you can hit the like button, can share it to somebody else, and also um, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for this reflection, staying to the end. Till next time, goodbye. Take good care. Peace.